What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the last episode, we completed Chapter 9, and in this episode, well, we're all by our lonesome, mainly because the affinity mission that I do want to accept in this episode requires us to be alone. Before we accept that, though, what do you say we talk to Eleanor, because we finally did reach Blade level 7, so now we can upgrade one of our field skills. We also got another hollow figure projector. Holy crap, that's like our third one. That is absolutely incredible, and I could care less. Alright, so what do you say we level up biological? I guess we'll just like go down the line, so like next time we level up, I'll go ahead and choose archaeological. Alright, so now that is done, let's check out the Blade Terminal and accept the Flight Module basic mission, because that will lead us into the next affinity mission, which will allow us to get like the Flight Module for all of our Skells, which will be absolutely amazing. And it looks like we need to make our way over to the Industrial District, back over to the same place where we first met Alexa a few episodes ago. So, yeah, you guys should be familiar with that area, so let's just head over there and get this mission started, because I am oh so ready to get that flight module. Like, that is going to make getting around so much easier and allow us to access like so many new locations, especially even in like Primordia, even though you'd think by now we would have explored everywhere in Primordia, but no, there's some areas we just can't get to because we simply can't get up there. Anyways, though, this is the Girls Wing Affinity mission, so let's accept this and get it started.
So you made it. Why am I not surprised? Who else would have the stones to turn up for an experimental Skell test flight? Stones in your head, I mean. You and Doug are the only ones crazy enough to even try.
That's a horrible way to put it, Commander. I mean, sure, previous tests often involved engine explosions and lots of fire. And there was that one that went berserk and crashed itself into the sea. But that's all a perfectly natural part of the R&D process. Right?
Alright, so we can agree and say, you know, these are just like normal R&D risks, or we can disagree and say it's not worth the risk, but let's agree with her, why not?
Oh, she got you wrapped around her itty-bitty finger, don't she? Doug, too. For all his grousing, that boy just keeps coming back for more. I don't get it. Must be addicted to the rush, I suppose.
Commander, risking life and limb in the name of science is a noble cause and its own reward.
Yeah. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Lynn, why don't you walk him through it?
Right. I've been mulling over why all my flight pack designs keep blowing up. I think I've finally found the cause. Conventional Skells just don't have the energy to provide enough lift. So I've taken a step back and redesigned a Skell from scratch. The result is an integrated flight-capable Skell system, or IFCSS for short.
Forget the stupid acronym. I financed this, and I say we're calling it a Skell Flight Module. Oh, did I mention I also got the arms manufacturers on board to help out?
Really? You're the best, Commander!
Yeah, well, that ain't the hard part. We can't have any more failures, you hear me?
This time it's a sure thing, my friend. The two of us are taking part in development to make certain of that.
Isobe! Jajani!
Well, if the bigwigs at Sakuraba and CNC aren't worried, I guess I shouldn't be either.
Yes, although we do have a slight concern regarding a lack of materials, don't we?
How much concern we talking?
Well, our final check turned up one significant problem.
As it stands now, our chances of success are maybe 10%, you know.
That ain't good. What if we fix this little problem?
99.9999999% success. Right, Jajani?
Yes! Near perfect odds, aren't they?
Then the answer's clear. Sorry to surprise you with this, but can you go salvage the materials?
Yeah, I suppose I can do that for you.
Awesome! I know you'll you'll find them in no time.
Alright then. Bring the materials back here once you round them all up. Lynn, you use this time for another final systems check. This is our last shot.
Understood, sir. I'm on it. I promise to get this big bucket of love into the mirroring skies before long.
Alright, so hey, we actually already have one of the materials that we need already completed. So really, we've only got to get a lightspeed jet fin from some random enemy inside of Oblivious. So we could do that, but what if I told you there is a much easier way to get that item without even leaving New LA? Because there totally is, and it does involve the use of reward tickets. So if you are playing this game with like the online mode activated, you should have enough like reward tickets to get this no problem. Like I have 831 and I really don't do like any of the squad missions whatsoever. So yeah, you can just like head over to this terminal, use the reward tickets, and all we gotta do is find the lightspeed jet fin. It costs 50 reward tickets, which is not too bad. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get one, shall we? That'll make like our job a lot easier, since then we don't have to like go to Oblivia, track down the random like indigent that we need to kill, and then just hope that it drops one of the item that we need. And obviously, since I am like a reclaimer, I do have a higher chance of like getting those drops. But still, like, it's much easier just to use the reward ticket system. And I believe we can actually use the reward ticket system to get the other item that we just happen to already have for the flight module as well. So if you're missing both of those, just head over to that terminal and see if you have enough reward tickets to redeem them. Otherwise, then you might have to like go and spend some time to actually track down those indigents and get the materials yourself.
The hell did you do, Lynn?
I don't know. Just give me a second. Oh! I had the amp furnace circuit in backwards. I am so sorry. I can't believe I'd do something that dumb in the final check.
Oh, you're back. I take it you managed to gather the materials? As you can see, the test flight's gonna need to be postponed, maybe canceled entirely. Sorry for the bad news after all your hard work.
No, wait! I'll handle the repairs and resolve the final issues myself. Commander, please. I need this to work. I need to make it happen. It's the last homework assignment I'll ever have. Please, sir, let me complete it.
I understand where you're coming from, Lynn, but it's not my call. That last slip-up has the Sakuraba guys spooked. The higher-ups aren't gonna be happy unless this thing can be mass-produced.
But all my work...
The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. Don't worry about it, Fandom. I'll convince my people. I may just be a humble engineer, but I've given my life to Sakuraba. Let an old man cash in some of his favors.
Thank you, Isobe.
Well, that's one problem down. But this death trap still needs a pilot. After that little display before, I doubt anyone will be nuts enough to volunteer. You'd have to be real crazy.
Well, you know what? Crazy is my middle name. I'll do it.
Thank you so much. I swear I'll make this thing work.
Now that that's settled, when can you have this bucket of bolts fixed?
I'll have it ready by tomorrow.
Alright, you've got till morning. Past that, I'll have to call it off for now. The higher-ups will want to take another long look and decide if this is still where they want to spend their money.
Understood. I won't let everyone's hard work go to waste. And I won't let down my brave test pilot either. I swear. It's done. I did it! I swear it's totally safe and secure this time, Commander. We dreamed of a Skell that can fly through the air, and now it's finally here.
Looks that way to me. And trust me, I looked close. This thing should work. Better. What do you say? Ready to put your life in the hands of this thing?
You know what? I trust Lynn. Let's do it.
That's the spirit. Should be a hell of a view from up there. Assuming you get up there.
It'll fly, jeez. Do you trust me on this or not? Oh, come on! You're gonna go on a perfect test flight and show all these naysayers what's up.
Alright, let's get this party started. Fly her to the specified point to start. It's a spot we haven't been able to reach before now.
The perfect landing point for our test flight.
I thought so. We'll be monitoring your progress from here. Good luck.
Oh, and whatever you do, don't damage the Skell.
I think what you meant to say was come home safe.
Alright guys, are you ready for our maiden voyage in this flight-capable Skell? It's not our own Skell, this one's actually kinda junky, but hey, I mean, it's like the first Skell that can fly, so that's pretty dang cool if I say so myself. Alright guys, now that we're in the clear, up and away! Oh my gosh, this is already amazing, and like flying in a Skell is super easy, so the jump button is what you use to ascend, and the trigger on the opposite side is what you use to descend, and obviously you can like use the thumbstick, press it down to sort of fly a little bit faster, and it doesn't seem to be using a lot of fuel, but I have heard complaints of like people who fly a lot that they do run out of Skell fuel, so probably don't want to fly for like too many extended periods of time, but yeah, now we can pretty much reach anywhere on Mira that we couldn't get to before just because, you know, we couldn't fly or there was like a huge gap in our way or, you know, it was above us. Now we can go there, and that is absolutely incredible. Here is the data probe that we do need to plant, but before we do that, I actually want to know if we can do this field action or not. So, yeah, we can. Sweet! Alright, let's just complete this. And there is a level 60 enemy up here. I do not want to pick a fight with that thing, so instead, let's just plant this probe. That way we can complete our mission.
I gotta say, it looked pretty fun. How did it feel?
Any problems? Tell me everything down to the tiniest detail. I need it all.
You know what? It worked perfectly fine.
I felt like I was flying myself, and that's just from watching you down here. You could go anywhere with that Skell.
Well, in any case, you make it back to New LA in one piece, and we'll call this a success.
Just make sure to stay focused, okay? I know you'll make it home without a scratch.
And with that, now we just gotta make our way back to New LA. And hey, it stopped raining too! That's good, because rain is probably not like a good condition for, you know, testing an experimental flight module for a giant robot. But I mean, hey, you know, we made it work, so good on us. But, I'll be honest, guys, I really don't want to finish up this mission yet. I mean, we just got to experience flying this Skell for our first time, and I don't really want to give it up. Although, I mean, directly after this, we're actually going to get the flight module for, all of our Skells completely free, which is pretty awesome. But what do you say, you know, we take a little bit of a long route back to the Outfitters test hangar, you know, just fly around through some obstacles and, enjoy ourselves, although that was still kind of short, not gonna lie. But I guess that is it for our first test flight. Definitely looking forward to flying our Skells around the Mirren sky all over the place in the future. Should be a lot of fun. For now though, I guess we should probably return this Skell back to Vandam and Lynn. That way they can, you know, start like mass producing this, and everyone can get a chance to fly their own Skells in the future.
Welcome back. That was one hell of a maiden flight. She passed the test. We'll get rolling on mass production ASAP.
Yes! This makes everything worth it. Sure, I put poor Doug through hell and wound up wasting some rare materials. But I had to do this. I had to make my dream a reality.
Alright, so we can ask her why this was so important, or we can ponder how many failures she had and stuff like that. So let's ask her why it was so important to her in the first place.
You know, before they died, my parents began this as an independent research project. But they passed away before they could finish the design. That's how the flight pack got started. A device that can let any Skell fly still feels like science fiction. I can't imagine what possessed them to even attempt such a thing. But I knew I had to finish what they started. I felt like I'd never be a worthy engineer if I didn't. So, I called it my last homework assignment.
Those are some big shoes to fill. You can rest assured that your folks would be proud as hell. You know that, right? You did good, kid. You too. Thanks for all your support.
No problem. Can't wait to use this thing for myself and my own Skells. It's gonna be fun.
Damn straight. Once we get our people trained up on these, those ganglion are history. All right, enough jibber-jabber. It's time to get flying. With eyes in the sky, we'll track down that damn Lifehold core in no time.
Alright, and with that, we've completed the Girls Wing Affinity mission. Not bad. But on top of all of that, guess what? Our boy Vandam is so grateful that he hooked up all of our Skells with new flight modules at no expense to us. That's right, completely free of charge. We don't need to buy anything. We don't need to research anything. We just have it. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Vandam. I appreciate it. But now, what do you say we go and try this out on our own Skell? Provided I can actually remember where I parked it. Although, usually when you teleport somewhere, it like goes back to a fixed location, so not really sure where it is. Actually, let me just do... Oh, I can't. Oh, that's interesting. I'll be right back. Alright, so yeah, I just had to go back in the barracks and like re-register my Skell to myself, which is weird because all the other Skells were still registered to like their other owners like Elma and Lynn, so it was really only my Skell that I had to re-register to myself. Anyways, though, as you can see, yeah, we have the nice, shiny, glowing red flight module on the back of our Skell. And, well, what do you say? Now that we're on the open, we take off and fly over New LA. Oh, man, this is already so cool. Like, man, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. You have no idea. Like, we can go all the way to the Man-On ship. Like, we're over the industrial district, the residential district, the commercial district. Like, we can go anywhere. I actually wonder if we can go to the top of Blade Tower, because one of my friends said there is a mission that does take place up here eventually, although it doesn't look like there's anything up here right now, but it's still freaking cool. Like, look, we can look out on all of Primordia. That is incredible, man. Like, sure, there is like some fog for like draw distance or whatever, but still, you can see really far out. This is so stinking cool. I'm looking forward to just like flying around Mira and exploring all the areas that like we couldn't reach before because obviously like it was too high up or there was like a gap that was too far for us to jump over. Anyways, though, now that that is done, might be kind of short, but I think that's a good place to end off this video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.